What's a fantastic game? A little bit of this, a little bit of this. Okay, welcome back to another video where we talk about the summer that Hikaru died. Okay, so this is about episode 9, right? I know today is Tuesday. I'll be wanting to post videos like right then. But I want to give a chance for viewers to actually go watch the episode, so I can cut down on spoilers. So right now, spoilers ahead. So episode 8, we finally realized that Yoshiki is okay with Hikaru doing evil. Well, not necessarily really doing evil, but existing and potentially killing people on accident. Because Hikaru doesn't understand life or the importance of life. Life and death, really. Because he technically doesn't understand who he is or what he is. Which I'm very much finding hard to believe. I feel two ways about this situation. I feel like both the new Hikaru and Yoshiki are breaking the rules. So in episode 9, we find out that Hikaru is not an impurity, a ghost or a demon or whatever you want to call it. He's like some foreign alien that has like a exception to him. Or so we're led to believe. So the two ways that I was talking about looking at this is Yoshiki simply aiding a monster, killing his town because he can't allow someone to rest in peace. Which is funny because even in episode 9, he knows Hikaru is not the old Hikaru, and he goes and prays at, his shrine or his grave site, for better words. So it's like, what's the point to all this? And then version 2, through Hikaru's eyes, being an alien, some monster of the type that is really in love with Yoshiki. And we find out in episode 9 that Hikaru can be harboring the same feelings for Yoshiki, even though Yoshiki has a hard time explaining or displaying this love. It's so confusing. So like I said, Hikaru is bending the rules. I feel like he is an alien that knows that he's hurting Yoshiki in the end. And to merge both these two opinions, thoughts, and viewpoints, I think they both know that they're doing damage to the ones around them and themselves. But for the sake of love, they don't care. Which in some sick, twisted way is romantic. Again, I don't know how I would feel in this situation if my lover passed away. I don't know if I would want something fake around to just keep me, I don't know, keep me from losing my mind because nobody else in the town understands me. So speed up. Episode 9, Yoshiki has accepted Hikaru to be the monster that he is. Also, while mourning the love of his best friend. So they start the episode with the old Hikaru and Yoshiki drawn on the wall. Just basically rubbing in the fact that they were just destined to be. Now this side character who really intrigues me, who had a run-in with Yoshiki, and knowing that he has been touched by impurity, maybe a couple episodes back, like episode 5, he set up this bell, which we now know in episode 9 is an impurity that goes and travels with this bell, I'm assuming. So in episode 8, this impurity encountered Yoshiki and Hikaru inside like this diner place. And they couldn't get away, in which we found out in episode 9, an old woman saved them. So this impurity that was chasing them around moved back to this man, this side character, who is supposed to, like, in my opinion, abolish, or get rid of impurities or solve mysteries in, towns. So the impurity, like, comes back with this bell that he planted and, like, runs through his body. So we know at the same time that all these spells and things takes a toll on his body. He has marks just like Yoshiki. And it's also been rumors online that this character is also gay. And it's so funny that so many people in this story have encounters with past loved ones that have been possessed by the demon that's on the mountain. So in episode 9, like I said, we find out that Hikaru is not an impurity, which enables Yoshiki's like twisted fantasy that him and this new version of Hikaru can actually be together. And like I said, Yoshiki has accepted his fate. He's accepted his new future. He's even coming up with plans about running away together, because he doesn't want to hurt the ones around him. But he loves Hikaru so much that he wants to allow him to be himself. He wants to allow Hikaru to be himself, the alien version, not always showing up as that Hikaru version. All the things that we've seen previously in these other episodes, like otherworldly things. Which is insane, like dang. Like Yoshiki, I need you to get a therapist. But I can't help but interpret this into my own life as a queer black man. That sometimes love can look so hard, or in different ways. I want to have faith for their relationship so much. Like, I love BL. But we have to remember that this is a horror story. So as much hope and as much as awes and this is so cute, I know something bad is going to happen. So that's why I'm not like trying to get myself so hyped up for this couple. Because I'm not ready. The old lady in episode 9, she can definitely tell that these two guys were queer. She could see ghosts and she could see that Hikaru wasn't an impurity, but something that was still dangerous to Yoshiki. And as she looked at both of them when they reached out their hands to her across the table in this specific scene, she said, they're both good boys. And to me, in that situation, she's implying like, okay, she know that these two are queer. She know that this love is something different, but you know, she's still going to show them the right way. But what intrigued me and why I made my point in the beginning of this video about Hikaru not being so clueless is that when Yoshiki is getting ready to leave with Hikaru, the old lady keeps Hikaru inside the house a little bit longer than Yoshiki. And she tells him the longer that you stay, you know, attached to Yoshiki, the more that he's not going to become human. And this is where the story starts to get a little more sinister. Because when Yoshiki is down there praying at Hikaru's shrine, a grave, whatever you want to call it, Hikaru shows up and they're just basically chatting about, you know, why do you not see me as the real Hikaru? And Yoshiki is like, you're just not him. Like the things that how he was, you just don't possess those things, nor do you understand. And Yoshiki is just saying like, I don't love you any less. You're just not that version of him and you could never be. And Hikaru said something that catches my ear. He said, I don't even understand why you have to be human. I was like, ooh, uh-oh. I'm like, so you understand what you're doing right now. You understand. But technically they did say that Hikaru not by himself isn't the reason why everyone is attracting impurities. It's just Yoshiki and Hikaru are a huge magnet to impurities. So after episode 9, that made me think like, is Hikaru trying to turn Yoshiki into something where they can be together forever? And will Yoshiki be okay with that? Like, I think he still wants to be in his human form, but when you're doing stuff behind somebody's back without them knowing, that's when they start to resent you. So before I end this video, we have to talk about the end of the episode. So Yoshiki and Hikaru go to this old man who apparently has like a lot of information on impurities and what happened on the mountain. So we found out that the Endo family is like indebted into the town because they did some fucked up shit in the past. This old man starts to get an attitude with Yoshiki and Hikaru because they have questions about, I think it's called Nonuki or Nonuki-sama. And he's looking at Hikaru like, how you don't know who Nonuki-sama is and your family is the whole reason why this town is going through all this shit. So we start to see that this man is like starting to be a little possessed or something is going on. And then that's when Hikaru kind of lets the cat out the bag. And he's like to Yoshiki, he said, this man has already been possessed by something. So now we have to see how Yoshiki and Hikaru is going to get out of this situation. Because the man from the side quest has actually showed up. And now he's trying to defeat the impurity. But he gagged. He freaking sliced Hikaru's head off. Like right in front of Yoshiki. And Yoshiki is traumatized all over again. And I'm just like, my heart goes out for Yoshiki. Like he just seen his best friend die again. But we do know that Hikaru is dead for real because his head is not even bleeding. It's just like the alien remnants are just coming out after the end and the episode ended. So that was my recap about the episode. Let me know how you feel down below in the comments because I'm a little about it. I'm a little iffy about Yoshiki's and Hikaru's like love situation. I'm concerned about the town and people going missing and dying. I'm also a little worried like how don't people understand or see that Hikaru's a fake? Like, think about your own town. Like, if somebody went missing in your town and then just showed up again, like, there's no questions. Y'all just acting real normal. Like, where's the police report? Like, y'all didn't report him dead. Like, I don't know. It's too many haziness around that. If you're still here this long, make sure to check out my YouTube channel at Shaname Reviews. I'm actually running a segment right now called Match and Manga, where I talk about Dan Dan, and I talk about the summer that Hikaru died. And I'm also playing Demon Slayer 2 online. And I got the Water Real Tanjiro. Now I upload videos every Thursday and after episodes come out. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, follow, subscribe, do all those things. And I will see you all in the next video. Matter of fact, I'll see you on Thursday, where we're talking about BL, what the top and the bottom is, and why it interests me so much.